I have a confession to make. I don't know how to say this, but I've been participating in something without telling anyone about it. And today it's time to confess. I hope you understand. Have you heard of the Pantry Challenge hosted by Jessica at Three Rivers Homestead? It started in January and February.
What else did you think I was going to talk about?
I've been participating in that challenge on the down low. Here and there. Why on the down low? Because I'm recuperating from surgery and I didn't know if I was going to be able to see it through. Because it is the last week in February, I'm going to post what I'm going to pull from my freezer, my pantry, so on and so forth, just to give you some ideas and inspiration on what you can do with the goods that you have in your freezer and your pantry. It's not that difficult. So grab a coffee, grab some. I've got mine. I'll wait. Do. And let's get to cooking. Hi Sugar Cookies, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new around here, I'm Cookie, your lifestyle. And you're watching a lifestyle channel. Did you know that there's a pantry challenge out there? I never knew anything about this until maybe a few months ago when Jessica from Three Rivers, say that fast 5 times. Three Rivers Homestead, Three Rivers Homestead, Three Rivers Homestead. Jessica from Three Rivers Homestead is the one who is hosting this challenge. I never knew anything about it, but what a perfect way to make use of the things that are in your freezer or freezers, in your pantry, in your cupboards, from your garden. What this challenge is about is to get you to cook with items that you already have on hand in your freezer, in your pantry, and try to keep you from going to the grocery store and spending more money and adding to what you already have that you need to use. Now, I've allotted myself every week some money for things like dairy and eggs and a little bit of fresh produce because I don't have a garden. I don't have livestock, meaning I don't have a cow, I don't have chickens or anything like that. However, this city girl from New York City, now living in Florida, is working on that. So stay tuned and see what my journey is going to be when I start gardening. I do home canning, I do a little homesteading, I do fermenting and pickling with things that I find fresh from local farmers and things like that. So let's see what I come up with. Okay, so I'm by my fridge and I'm going to grab some pork loins that I had defrosted. I'm going to put on my apron of creativity. Hopefully they'll go through. My buns here. My buns. They go to my buns. Let me gather the ingredients that I need to make this Jaeger schnitzel. So I have here boneless pork loin chops. They look a little thick. I might have to cut them in half. Ooh, these will be good to stuff. Aren't those parties? I'm gonna give those a nice wash. It's important to wash your meat because those things are put through a bandsaw and then you have bone fragments and people are touching them and things like that.
Just wash your meat, people.
You can disinfect with a little bleach or a little vinegar afterwards. Let's see, what else do I need for this? Maybe some chicken broth. I'm gonna grab that. Let's see, do I need any butter? No. Ooh, I'm gonna grab some caramelized onions that I froze. That's gonna be delicious with this recipe. To add a little later on. Delicious, I have that. And then, let's see, oh, wait. I have some asparagus spears. Let's try that again. Asparagus spears. I have 2 of those, so I'm going to use that. And I also have these Hasselback potatoes from Aldi's. Have you guys tried these? Let me know. Are they good? Are they gonna taste like freezer? I don't know, but that's what I have and I'm going to use. Okay, so is that it? I think I need some mustard. I'm gonna grab some Dijon mustard. Meet me over at my spice pantry. Let's see what I can pull from there. I'm going. Yeah, close, yeah.
Hello, puppet.
I know this is a little bit of a weird angle, but that's what I got, so that's what I got to do. In this cigar box right here, do I have cigars in here? No. I just thought it was a cute box, and of course, me being the recycler, I go like this because I don't hold on to everything. Thought that I could use it for, you know, little season packets and things like that. I don't purchase a lot of seasoning packets because I'd rather buy them whole or in bulk. But sometimes when I see a seasoned packet, I get curious and I get it and I put it in here. So let me bring you down so that we can see what's in the box. Okay, so in here, ta-da, isn't that cute? I have these 2 packets of Hunter Schnitzel, Jaeger Schnitzel, with san, that means with cream, and it's asking for cream. Oh yes, I need to grab that from the fridge as well, and I'm gonna zhuzh this up with a little, you know, spices and things.
I'm gonna cookify it.
Oh, and I'm gonna grab some mushrooms as well. In here, I also have this season blend that my friend got me, Kingston Hot, you know, things like that. Special seasoning blend. You can get these from places like Marshall's and TJ Maxx. That's where I got these from. And that's that. These pork loins are thick, so I'm just cutting them down the middle to butterfly them to make them easier to cook. And then I'm gonna pat them dry because wet meat don't brown, people. Okay, camera, let me get it. All right, so here are the stars of this particular recipe. What I'm pulling from my freezer, pantry, and all over the place. What I have on hand, basically. Those Hasselback potatoes that are from Aldi's. None of this is sponsored. This is just what I have on hand. I have some black cracked pepper, some roasted garlic confit, fresh garlic because we love garlic in this house, parsley. This is my house blend that I make myself, a little bit of flour, just to create a little bit of gravy. I decided to 86 or scrap the caramelized onions. I want to save that for another recipe. And I'm going to use some of these purple diced onions that I froze, chicken broth, heavy cream, 2 of these Jaeger Schnitzel packets by Maggi, some Dijon moutarde or mustard, some Worcestershire sauce, don't judge me, asparagus spears, mushrooms, and of course I have the pork loin already washed, and you saw how I butterflied them just to, you know, make them cook a little quicker and evenly. And let's get to seasoning that. I'm already preheating my oven to 400 degrees for the Hasselback potatoes, and at the same time I'm going to take advantage and I'm going to put in the asparagus spears with the potato. Let's get to seasoning this. I know that it looks like this is over seasoned, but I promise you it is not. Pork, turkey, and game needs to be really seasoned well to grasp the flavor. And it can handle it. Adding the Worcestershire sauce just imparts a delicious umami flavor in the background. Now I'm going to add a little bit of the flour, give it a nice dusting. This way it creates some gravy. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. And as you saw me previously, I patted dry the meat. Why?
Because wet meat don't brown, folks.
And you want a nice brown color, even a little crust on it. It's worth the extra effort, I promise you. And I decided to just use some raw onions and saute those instead of the caramelized onions because I want to use that for another recipe. I'm gonna call that good. Now I'm gonna get to making the sauce. Now that my pan is preheated, I'm gonna add a nice glug of olive oil to the pan. And it seems like a lot of oil, but this is a lot of meat, so don't judge me, don't come for me. Anywho, and then I'm just gonna add the loins to it and wait for the sizzle, baby, the sizzle. Woohoo! I live for the sizzle. How about you? Oh, I love that sound. Do you like the sizzle? I live for the sizzle. Oh, this smells so good. Oh my goodness. Once these are crusted, I don't know if that's an official culinary term, but they're crusted on both sides. I'm gonna remove them from the pan and I'm gonna saute the veggies, add the cream and things. Let's see, can I fit one more in here? Yes, I can, yes, I can. Can she do it? Yes, she can. Okay. Oh my gosh, this smells so delicious. As the Germans say, sehr, sehr lecker. Oh, those are cute. They almost look like little armadillos. Okay. I've seasoned the asparagus with a little bit of fresh garlic, salt and pepper, olive oil. Aren't those beautiful? And I'm just gonna place them on here just like that. I was gonna place them at halftime when the potatoes baking. However, these potatoes are frozen, so the asparagus is also frozen. And it will cook at the same time. No problem. I've done this before. Easy peasy. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. All right, y'all cook and play nice together. Delicious. 25 minutes. Meanwhile, back at the stove, you'll notice that these pork loins have a beautiful color. They've crusted well on both sides. You'll notice that on the plate I have no paper towel because I want to reserve the juices that are going to release from the loins because I'm going to put them back in the sauce. So I'm taking the, as I mentioned, the pork loins out, and I'm going to add the onions and the mushrooms and all of the other things that are important for this Jäger Schnitzel party. My mouth is salivating because this is so flippin' delicious. It makes me miss Germany. Oh, I wish that you could smell my kitchen. Delicious. Sehr, sehr lecker. The frozen onion added to this pan is going to deglaze all of the yummy bits that you saw there. That's why I left them there, because that's flavor, baby. Oh my gosh, I wish that you could smell this. Did you activate your smell-o-vision button? Oh my goodness, you need that. Oh, this smells so good in here. I'm glad that I decided to use the raw onions instead of the caramelized onions, even though the caramelized onions would be absolutely delicious in this particular dish. The smell of the onion in here, or the Zwiebel, as Zwiebel is onion in German. Whew, smells so good. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I am deglazing the bottom here and it's coming up beautifully. I'm gonna raise up the heat a little bit, and in this same time I'm going to add the garlic confit. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I'm going to add the fresh garlic, or Knoblauch in German. Did you know you're gonna get a German lesson today? For those of you who don't know, I lived in Germany for a little, I would say over 4 years. I'm gonna add the parsley, or petersilie in German. My pronunciation may not be the best. However, I do speak German. I understand it quite well. And in Germany, there's so many different dialects. There's Bavarian. There's so many different dialects, but you have the basics, which is kind of like in Spanish, hola, como está type situation, and then you break off into the different regions and things. I'm gonna add the rest of the black cracked pepper. I'm also going to add a little bit of the Dijon moutarde or mustard. Actually, I'm gonna add all of it because I have, what am I gonna do with the rest of this? Just put it in the sauce, put it in the sauce. And then in here I have half a cup of chicken broth and half a cup of the heavy cream, but I'm gonna add that a little bit later. And I saved a little bit of the flour just in case I need to thicken the sauce. These particular seasoned packets you can find in the international food section of your local supermarket. I've seen them in places like Ralph's, Sam's, Ralph's, Kroger, Fred Meyer, Sprouts, and places like that, Publix. I'm gonna give this about a good maybe 10 minutes, if that, till everything I start smelling everything. And it's a good indicator that it's time to add this powder to the sauce. Who brought the sauce? I got the sauce. Just like that. Almost forgot to add one of the important ingredients, which is the mushroom. Let's add that in there. Give this a good toss. Give this a good mix. Woo! This smells so good. Everything has been deglazed from the bottom, the fond. I decided to add a pat of butter to this sauce. It smells so good. Now I'm adding back the loins. Oh my goodness. Make sure, it's important that you make sure that the loins are covered by the sauce. Yeah, yes. Don't worry, all these juices are going right back in there. I'm going to turn the heat down and just let it simmer for about a good 20 to 25 minutes. And cover it. Sugar cookies, this is delicious. I can't wait till my husband gets home and has this for dinner. I'm letting this cool off because it is very hot, but oh my goodness, it's not that purties, but it certainly does taste delicious. Absolutely wonderful. The pork is nice and tender. The hasselback, my mouth is salivating. The hasselbacks came out okay. They're so tiny though, and the asparagus, absolutely delicious. All from my freezer and my pantry. I'm so glad that I participated in this challenge, even if it was
on a down low.
Because of the fact that I lived in Germany, and every now and then I do miss it, especially now during the winter time when it's so beautiful outside and I'm here in swampish Florida. I'm not complaining. I guess what I'm getting at is that I miss Germany. I miss the snow. I miss the winters over there. And I really, really like the Jaeger schnitzel. They have a Jaeger schnitzel and they have a regular schnitzel, and I think one is covered with gravy and one is not. But the one that I made with the gravy, oh my gosh. You saw how easy it was to put together. Do you think that you're gonna copy this recipe? If you do, please post it below, or you can tag me on Instagram at CookingMix67 and let me know and let me see your dish. If you have any other ideas on dishes that you like to make from your pantry, from your freezer, post it here in our community and it might be featured here on the channel. If you like this kind of content, you found some value in it, a laugh, a chuckle or two, smash that subscribe button. I'd love for you to join my lifestyle sauce. Turn your notification bell, you know, the ding 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 dong bell. And don't forget to select all. This way YouTube lets you know of all the video I upload. Share the video. Why? Because this way it tells the algorithm,
Hello, she's there.
and my channel is growing thanks to you. Let me know what kind of content you would like to see on this channel. This way I upload things that you want to see and are worth your time and worth mine. And as I say around here, be blessed, not too stressed, and I'll see you in the next lifestyle moment. Bye. Hi. I was doing so good. Shut it up. Hold on. Reel it back in. That somehow has gotten for. I was doing so good.
Hello?
Agent 777 here. Mission accomplished.